Hey guys, welcome to the channel. So in this video, we're gonna go over how to start a faceless YouTube channel. This is one of the best opportunities for making money on YouTube. And with this, you can generate a ton of passive income without having to show your face. And I'm really excited for this video because I know you guys are gonna get a lot of useful and actionable tips from it. So let's talk about the things that we're gonna cover in this course. So first, we're gonna cover what is a faceless YouTube channel. Then we're gonna get into the different methods of running a faceless YouTube channel. So there's a free method and then also a paid method. Then we're obviously going to learn how to make the faceless YouTube videos. So you're going to learn all the moving parts, and you're also going to learn how long it takes to create a video. You're going to learn all the steps to start your faceless YouTube channel from scratch. So we're going to go over things like selecting your niche, creating your channel, and optimizing it. We're also going to go into the planning and scripting part of creating your content. Then the production process, so everything that is involved with video editing, doing voiceovers, creating thumbnails, and stuff like that. After that, we're going to go over a bunch of useful tools that you can use to create and grow your channel. And then monetization, so all the different ways that you can make money on a faceless YouTube channel. Then last, we're going to be going over a bunch of important information like how to come up with new ideas once you've created your channel, and a bunch of different challenges that you will face as a beginner and how you can overcome them. So make sure that you guys stick around till the very end. You guys, this is going to be an entire masterclass of everything that we've learned so far over the past few years of running YouTube channels. So get out something that you can take notes on, and everything that we talk about is going to be linked down below in the description for you guys to check out and follow along with me as I show you everything. So first, what is a faceless YouTube channel for those of you guys who don't know? Well, basically, this is a method of creating YouTube videos where there is no person in front of the camera. And it is absolutely okay to not show your face on YouTube to be successful. Even I don't like being in front of the camera like this, and I still get nervous every single time before I film. Not everybody is perfect. You know, I mess up all the time. There's sometimes that rare person that will, be able to talk to the camera without messing up. Most of you guys are probably like me, and if you stick a camera in front of yourself, you're probably gonna get nervous and mess up a couple lines. But that's the beauty of a faceless YouTube channel. You don't have to be the one talking to the camera like this. And once you learn about all the different systems and processes, and also building out a team, then you can really automate your entire channel. So there are many different types of faceless YouTube channels. The most common things that people are using within these channels is gonna be voiceovers, screen recordings, animations, and stock footage. We'll get more into that later on in this video, but let's quickly go over some examples of successful faceless YouTube channels. So these 4 faceless YouTube channels, at a glance, you wouldn't think of them as really faceless. But when you actually watch these videos, you'll notice that there's no person on the screen. It's just a voiceover or footage with sound and a bunch of different animations and stuff like that. So these are just a few examples, but if you spent time on YouTube, then chances are that you've watched some faceless YouTube channel videos before without even realizing it. Before, I would just watch videos for entertainment, but it wasn't until I started to actually study social media and get into creating content that I realized, hey, like there's actually nobody's face on this video. It's just a voice with some stock footage. So let's take a deeper look at some of these channels. So I'm on YouTube right now, and let's just search up the very first channel that was on the screen, which was Motiversity. And right here, you could see that they have a little over 3.5 million subscribers, and they just posted a video 21 hours ago. So guys, this channel is probably making a ton of money every single month. And taking a look at their channel, you might think that, they're not getting that many views, right? Just 13K in the last 21 hours, and then 20K from a video 3 days ago. But I mean, keep in mind, these channels are posting a lot every single month. So if you add all of these views up, then it'll get to, even the millions sometimes. So yeah, with faceless channels, it's usually about quantity, not so much about the quality. But there are some faceless YouTube channels out there that only post, once or twice per month, but they're very high quality videos and they get millions of views every single time. And if I go ahead and just click on their very recent video, we can see that none of this has a person's face on it, or at least like the person who actually owns this channel. It's just a bunch of clips of other people that are, motivational. It seems like there's some like stock footage of people that are, working out and stuff like that. This is something that, anybody out there can easily get, sourcing from other YouTube videos. Obviously, you have to make sure that they're fair use media. But yeah, let's take a look at another channel. So the next channel is called Wendover Productions. They have a little over 4.5 million subscribers. And this is a channel that I would say has videos that are published maybe once or twice a month, but their videos are super high quality. So they have a lot of, custom animations, and it's voiceover explaining different things about how the world works. But we can see that every single video that they make is a banger. So they always get like at least 1 million views if you take the average. So yeah, they're definitely making a ton of money every single month just off of the AdSense too. This doesn't even include anything else that they might do on the side, like brand deals or creating their own products and selling that. Just off of YouTube AdSense alone, they're easily making thousands of dollars every single month. It's an entire team that's working on each video. So yeah, this is definitely something that you would not be able to do every single month yourself unless, you dedicated all your your time to it. But looking at their video, you can see that it's a lot of like B-roll, stock footage, and custom animations. There's nobody's face on it, and it's just voiceover talking about why Wyoming is so weirdly wealthy. Going down here, we could see that the description has Nebula. So, I'm assuming that they got sponsored by Nebula for this video. So, I mean, again, right, like their AdSense is already really good. So they're making a ton off of that every month. And then not even including the brand deals that they get for each video, plus, anything else that they may get from other social media platforms like Instagram, Twitter, and all that stuff. Now, if I go over to viewstats.com, this is actually Mr. Beast's tool, then we can see that Wendover Productions right now is getting around 13 to 36K every single month. And if we go ahead and we search up Motiversity, let's go ahead and see what they look like. So yeah, they are also really good as well. So 14K to 39K every single month estimated revenue. And again, right, like they have similar amount of views, right, around 5 million every single month, but the actual views on each video differs. So on Wendover, it's like they post once or twice per month, and each video is a banger, so they get 1 million views. And then Motiversity, they focus on quantity, so they post a ton of different videos, and they still end up getting 5 million views per month. So obviously, those were examples of really successful faceless YouTube channels, but I want to say that that is possible for you guys as well. Which brings me to my next topic, which is why you should start a faceless YouTube channel in the first place. The obvious one is that there's no need to get in front of a camera because it is faceless. You guys have just seen 2 examples of successful faceless channels where there's nobody in front of a camera and they make thousands of dollars every single month. I've also met people who have faceless YouTube channels that generate tons of money every single month in passive income. And guys, there's nothing really that special about them. They're just like you and me. It really is possible for anyone, even if you're like a high schooler watching this and you want to get into YouTube, this is possible for you too. The big difference between you and them is that they just started, a while ago, so they have a few years into this. But yeah, besides that, there's nothing really too special about them. Faceless YouTube channels are also really good because, you don't need any expensive equipment. So you don't need a fancy camera or any lights or anything like the setup that I have where, I have to be on camera. So obviously I have to look professional, but if you have a faceless YouTube channel, you don't need all this equipment. This entire setup, easily costs like a few $1,000s. But if you're a beginner and you have a low budget, then a faceless YouTube channel is a great option. It's also very easy to start. It's a low barrier of entry business. And if you break it down to basic concepts of just creating content, it's pretty simple compared to other businesses where you would probably need some type of, prior experience. With YouTube, it's just, anybody can create a video nowadays. And again, we already talked about this before, but, super low startup costs, so you don't need a lot of money to get started. Another great thing is that you can turn your interests and passions into a career. So if you have like any hobbies or anything that you really love, you can turn that into a niche channel that, can eventually build up to tons of subscribers, tons of views, and be able to generate thousands of dollars every single month in passive income. Just as you guys saw with Motiversity and Wendover Productions, faceless channels can definitely earn serious money when you do it right. Right now, there is so much money to be made on social media, and it doesn't even have to be on YouTube. I recently met a guy who creates faceless Instagram theme pages. His entire income is generated on his phone. He can work from, anywhere in the world, do whatever he wants. And guys, this is what's possible when you start an online business like a faceless social media channel. And even if none of this stuff works out for you and you end up going into a different business, then hopefully you guys stick with this long enough in order to build up the skill of creating content. Creating content is a skill that can apply to any business that you start, and it's something that you only develop by doing. So it's not something that you can just learn overnight by, watching a YouTube video like this one. This video is going to teach you everything that you need to know, right? But you actually need to go out there and put in the work, create the videos in order to learn how to create content. There are so many different nuances and things that I can talk about in this video when it comes to the detailed process of creating content. One, that would make this video way too long, and 2, you guys probably wouldn't be able to retain all the information. So everything that you learn in this video, you guys have to take action on it, otherwise it's going to be useless. And this by any means is not a get rich quick scheme. Chances are it's probably going to take a while for you to see any progress. This is totally normal. This is how it was for me. This is how it was for plenty of other successful YouTubers out there. But if you stick with it, then you can eventually make 5 to 10K per month. And this is a really good income, right? This is full-time income. And if you do everything that we talk about in this video and you implement it, we also talk about, scaling your YouTube channel afterwards. So all this income that you're generating, right? The 5 to 10K per month, this is all passive. So once you built out a team and you've automated this entire process, you'll have the free time to either keep growing the channel or you can start a brand new channel. So again, it really comes down to that skill that you have. So if you ever want to, start a channel on something else that you like, you could do that. Or if you want to start a business, then you know how to start a YouTube channel in order to do marketing for that business. But anyways, sorry to go on a bit of a tangent there. I just wanted to really get that off of my chest. But now let's talk about how does a YouTube channel that's faceless actually work. So one, like I said before, they have a lot of frequent uploads. So chances are these channels post a lot sometimes even multiple times per day. So even if the videos only get 1,000, 5,000, 10,000 views, this is obviously going to add up as they post multiple times. And then by having a ton of uploads, this leads to high view counts, which will lead to more monetization opportunities, because obviously the more people that are watching your videos, it's going to allow you to increase your YouTube AdSense monetization. You have more people that are clicking on your affiliate links. You can get bigger and better brand sponsorships for your videos, and so much more that we're going to talk about later on in this video. And all of that, is going to lead to you eventually building out a team. And this is something that many successful faceless YouTube channels do. And this is because most of the time you can't do everything yourself once you get to a level where you're posting multiple YouTube videos per day at a really high quality level. So eventually the idea is to hire out a team that can help you with researching, editing, thumbnail design, and channel management. So now let's talk about the different ways to actually operate a faceless YouTube channel. So there's the free method, where you're basically creating the content yourself without spending any money. Now this method is good for absolute beginners with a lot of time to practice creating content without needing the help of others. And then there's the paid method, where you will obviously hire a team and hire people to automate the entire content creation process. So you're going to be hiring a team of script writers, editors, thumbnail designers, etc. That way you can produce more content, put it out faster, and increase the quality. I don't recommend this for beginners. I recommend this method for experienced people, because if you know what you're doing, then you'll be able to spend that money wisely and be able to maximize the return that you get on the money spent. And then there is the hybrid method. So this is going to be both free and paid, and this depends on what you want to hire out. So you can hire out certain aspects of the content creation process that maybe you don't like or that you're not good at. That way you can focus on things that you do like to do or things that you're good at. So for example, like if I really like doing voiceovers and I really like script writing, creating a story, then I can do that myself. But if I really hate editing or really bad at editing, that's when I can hire somebody else to do that for me. So yeah, if you're a total beginner, I recommend the free method. If you're experienced, paid method is good, right? After you have created your first successful faceless YouTube channel, you could definitely do the paid method to start your next channel. And then there's the hybrid method. So this is good for beginners that want to spend that money in order to make the process faster. You'll learn the lessons faster, and you'll probably see results a lot quicker as well. So now let's get into all the different components of a faceless YouTube channel. So first you have the script, and this is, just written narration that tells a story. Then you have the audio component. So taking that script and, putting that into a voiceover with music as well. And then there's the editing. So this is the process of getting a bunch of footage that you can put in front of your viewers' eyes in order to make it the best viewing experience. And then there's the thumbnail and title, which is going to be the image and headline that serves as the cover for the video. So like a cover for a book that you would see at a library. This is going to be the first impression. So it's a really important part of your video. Now, when it comes to creating videos, how long is it going to create? For the script writing portion, I would say that this is going to take you around 1 to 4 hours. It's obviously going to take longer if you do a lot more brainstorming and developing the script and refining it. And then also just, if you have a longer video, like a documentary style video, that's going to require more scripting time. And then there's the aspect of searching for videos and footage. This can take anywhere between half an hour to even like 8 hours. So it depends on, again, the quality of the video that you're doing. For example, like a faceless YouTube channel that, reviews tech, this might take a little longer, because if you have the tech on you and you want to film that specific product, then it might take you a while compared to just finding it online. And then there's the editing portion. So this is probably going to be the most time consuming part. So this can either take between 2 hours to, I want to say, even 20 hours plus. So it depends on if you're a total beginner to editing. It's probably going to take you a long time, but that's okay. That's how you're going to learn. And then there's the voiceover part. So this is going to take you anywhere between half an hour to an hour, maybe even 2 hours if you mess up a lot. But yeah, recording a voiceover should be, ideally done very fast. You want to be efficient with it, right? You don't want to take too long. And then there's the thumbnail creation. I want to say that this can take even longer than an hour. It's a really important part of your video, right? You want it to be something that's eye-catching. You want it to be something that is good. But if you have like a very simple channel, simple thumbnails can be made very fast. You can even take the thumbnail straight from the video itself, but that usually doesn't work out in most cases. Now let's get into the content planning portion. So first, you guys need to choose a niche. And this basically means the specific category or type of content that you're going to focus on. And a really helpful tool that you guys can use is called NextLev. This is basically an AI-powered YouTube niche finder. If you guys want to discover like winning niches on YouTube, you guys can install the Google extension, or you guys can actually just pay for their software. They have different pricing plans. So they have a one-time payment only, and you'll be able to use their YouTube niche finder, or you guys can pay a little bit extra and also have access to their YouTube Faceless course. You guys are welcome to check that out using the link down below, or you guys can just do market research on your own. This is totally fine. So I recommend just going on YouTube, looking at different people that make content that's similar to you, and figure out what the audience looks like. And you want to ask yourself, who are you creating content for? And who do you want to serve with your content? And another big thing to consider is you want to be able to provide value by addressing a need. So you want to ask yourself, what are some of the challenges that your audience is facing, and how can you create videos that address these issues and help them out? This is like the easiest way to get started as a beginner, because if you solve a problem, if you solve a need, then this is guaranteed to help you grow your channel. But if it's something that, is not really a need, but it's just something like a passion of yours, that's fine as well. It'll just be, a little bit different. But you still have to identify who your target audience is, just who you're serving, because this is going to help you a lot when it comes to creating ideas for your YouTube channel. Next, when you're researching for video ideas and video topics, you can use a tool like 1 of 10. And this basically helps you find viral video ideas in terms of like the title, the thumbnail, and you can use this to do a lot of research on what you can possibly do on your own channel. Now, just to show you guys what the 1 of 10 tool actually looks like, it's going to be something like this, where you have a bunch of different channels and videos, and you'll be able to see what the outlier score is. So this one's a 20x, this one's a 6.9x, 9.9x, and this basically means that right here, this channel averages 161,000 views, but this video right here got 1 million views. So it obviously performed way better than their other videos, which makes it an outlier. So if I had a cooking channel or something like that, then I can, watch this video and see what was good about this video that made it so much better than their other videos. Was it the title? Was it the thumbnail? Was it just the idea of the video? Like, do people just like the blue band peanut butter Thai chicken recipe, or is it just like super interesting or something? I don't know, right? Like, you'd have to go in and do some further research, but yeah, this is a great tool for being able to find those outliers and helping you come up with good YouTube video ideas that have already successfully performed in the past. We have another video on this channel that will talk a little bit more about 1 of 10. So if you guys are interested, you can check that out below. But yeah, I don't think the tool is too expensive. I think it's like $50 maybe per month or something like that. But if it's something that you're taking seriously with your YouTube channel, definitely something that is really useful. And you can do this all yourself too. You just go to the channel and then see what they normally get on every single video in terms of views. And then when you find something that gets a lot more views, then you'd know that video is an outlier. And this applies to both big channels and smaller channels too. So, if a channel has like 1,000 subscribers, right, brand new, and they mostly get like 100 views, 200 views per video, but then they come out with a video that gets like 5,000 views or 10,000 views, then you know that that's an outlier. So using that information, you can do something similar and maybe just make it better or do it in your own style. And that's a great way to come up with content ideas. And that's going to be a great way for you to research different video ideas that you want to do. The next step with content planning is going to be writing the script. So with this, there's plenty of different AI tools out there. The main one is going to be ChatGPT, and then there's also copy.ai. So you can use these two tools to either help you write your script, or you can hire a freelancer. They obviously know how to use ChatGPT as well. Everybody knows about that by now. And this will make the process, a lot easier. But, obviously you don't want to copy. You want to, change it up a little bit and make it your own. So let's go over some examples of some niches. So there's a variety of different niches that are great for, having as a faceless YouTube channel. So this includes things like tutorials, right? If you're doing like step-by-step cooking videos, you don't have to have your face in that video. You could just be, camera pointing at your hands and you just show the cooking with your hands or something like that. There's also like software walkthroughs, right? Like if you just screen record, right? You're just showing your screen. You can show them how to do whatever you're trying to show them, and you don't have to have your face on it. It would just be you talking and then you showing stuff on the screen. Then there's also unboxing and product review videos. So, unboxing videos, obviously you just have that on your desk, have the camera point at that instead of your face. Then there's also compilation videos. So this is basically like Motiversity, which is what you guys saw earlier on. And then there's gaming channels. So I know this is going to be like a huge part of some of your guys' ideas for creating a different channel. And believe it or not, there are actually a lot of successful channels out there that are faceless gaming channels. This is something that a lot of people think are like super saturated. But for example, this creator right here, Apollo432, that channel literally just posts videos of gameplay, obviously, but no commentary. So you literally don't even have to have a voiceover. You just record yourself playing whatever game and then you post it. So next, let's talk about how you can actually create your channel. So when it comes to designing your faceless YouTube channel, like icon, banner image, and thumbnails, then you're going to want to use these tools right here. So you have Canva. This is a free tool that you can use to create anything, when it comes to design and elements. And then there's also Fiverr. So Fiverr is an online website where you can pay somebody else to, have these created for you. Usually these are very, very cheap if you hire overseas as well. I know people on Fiverr that can make thumbnails for like $5. Obviously they're not going to be like the best. And there are also people who can do $10 or $20 for a banner or channel icon or something like that. Next, let's talk about creating content. So you have 3 different things when it comes to creating your content. Now I want to dive a little bit deeper into the whole video creation process. So you first have the title, and this should most of the time be very short, sweet, and packed with keywords. It could be longer if you have a video that you're trying to have as evergreen, which basically means that you want the video to be able to be searched. And then you have the thumbnail. So this is going to be your video's first first impression, right? So you want to make this bright, you want to make it bold, and you want to make your audience curious and want to be able to click on that thumbnail. And then there's the script writing portion. So, without a good script and without good storytelling, your thumbnail and title is going to go to waste. So the title and thumbnail is what gets people to actually click on the video. But when they click on the video and the script writing is horrible and the video editing is horrible, then they're going to click out and your title and thumbnail is going to go to waste. And same thing for vice versa, right? You can have the best video, the best edit, or the best script writing, and the best voiceover, but if your title and thumbnail are not good, then nobody's going to click on it and nobody's going to see it in the first place. So we have other videos on this channel that go into, creating YouTube thumbnails and all that. So feel free to check those out, linked down below. Now let's talk about some other things that you should consider having when it comes to uploading and optimizing your content. So first, you have what's called an end screen. So this is basically where at the end of the YouTube video, you have a screen, right? It's just a static screen, and you usually have something that says, subscribe, and you can put your channel icon, and then you have another call to action of like, hey, watch these videos here, and it'll be your previous videos, or you can even set it to whatever video that YouTube thinks is best, and then that will pop up at the end of the video. You can easily just create this on Canva. And then you have the outro song. So you obviously want to choose music that matches your brand. We recommend using a platform called Epidemic Sound. This is the one that we use, and this is just going to go with your end screen, and obviously you can use it for the rest of your video as well. Then there's the description and tags, and this really only applies if you have like an evergreen channel. So if you want to make content that is searchable, so not really like viral and that's going to like explode the very first few days, but something that's going to slowly start to get views over time, then you want to make sure that your description has a lot of keywords, and you also want to have a lot of tags too. So you want to use relevant keywords, provide a clear summary of your video in order to help people find your videos. To go a little bit more into optimizing your videos, one thing that I do want to say is that you need to be consistent with your uploads. This is something that I think everybody says, but it's true. That's why they say it, because you really do need to be consistent. This is the only way that you're going to be able to see what mistakes you're making, why people are clicking off, when they're clicking off of your video. So you need to be consistent. You need to upload a lot in order to see all this data and then be able to improve. So if you're a total beginner, then I highly recommend starting off by like uploading a minimum of 2 videos per week. Try to do high quality videos, but if you can't, it's fine. Just do 2 videos per week, and that's going to give you good cadence to where you can keep on uploading, keep on analyzing, and then rinse and repeat that process. And here's like a pro tip you guys can implement. It's called the 33 video rule, and this is basically a strategy for beginners to double down on the best performing videos. So basically the rule is that once you post 33 videos on your channel, that's when you can start to analyze all the best performing content and then double down on that. So start creating more content that is related to that type of style, and this can significantly improve your channel's performance and growth, because you're basically giving your viewers what they like. So you're going to see after, it's probably going to take you a couple of weeks, but once you have done that, you're going to be able to see that some videos get, sometimes 100 views, 200 views, or maybe your baseline is 1,000 views or 2,000 views. But, after 33 videos, you should have a video that is an outlier. So you'll have a video that gets a lot more views, and you'll be able to see all the analytics on that and double down on it. So now let's talk about something that I think is super important for beginners to consider, and that's creating short form videos for your Faceless YouTube channel. So short form videos are relatively new, right? But I do want to say that it's not as saturated as you think it is. There's still plenty of creators that are starting out today, and they're growing a ton through short form content. So, never think that it's, too late to get started, because there's already everybody on short form videos and there's no chance for you to grow. And there's still plenty of people today that are just now figuring out how to create good short form videos. So if you guys want to see like a ton of growth, right, as a total beginner, I think you should consider putting out a ton of short form videos. I know this is something that some creators say you shouldn't waste your time on it. Other creators say you should put all of your time into it. But I think you should, take all of the advice with a grain of salt and just try it, just see if it works for you. I know that for me personally, on my YouTube channel, I saw a lot of growth from my shorts. I did have one long form video that did really well, but if I look at my analytics, then most of my subscribers do come from short form videos. So it's different for every creator, and it's also different depending on what video you make the most out of. But yeah, basically short form videos are bite-sized videos, and they're usually less than 60 seconds long, and they're perfect for grabbing attention for people with limited time. So if you really want to grow, then I highly recommend trying it out. Post on not only YouTube Shorts, but also TikTok, Instagram Reels, even Facebook Reels, and even Snapchat and stuff like that. So if you're creating long form content, then you might as well repurpose it and turn it into multiple tiny short form videos. So why should you create short form content? First of all, everybody knows that the attention span is decreasing nowadays. People are increasingly busy, and there's plenty of things out there that are trying to get your attention nowadays. So there's YouTube, there's TV, there's Netflix, there's Hulu. All this stuff is trying to get our attention. And so for people that are super busy and they just want easy, digestible content in like the next 60 seconds while they wait at like the doctor's office or something. That's when they would go and see a short. This is why it's so strong, right? YouTube Shorts can reach out a ton of people really quickly. And if you guys look up some of the most popular shorts, they have hundreds of millions of views. And this is very, very easy to do on shorts compared to a long form video. And another cool thing that you can do with your YouTube Shorts specifically is you can link them to your long form video. So if you look at the image on the screen right here of a short of Mr. Beast, you can see that towards the bottom of the screen, there's a link to the full length video. So if somebody ends up, watching that, right? Like let's say they're just outside and they have like 60 seconds. So they start scrolling on YouTube Shorts. They find this video and they're like, oh wow, this is a really good video. I want to watch the full one later on. So they'll go ahead and they'll click onto the long version and then they'll probably bookmark it and save it to their watch later playlist. So again, it's just a different value proposition that you're giving to your audience. There's plenty of people out there that are going to discover you from your short form content, and there's plenty of people that are going to discover you from your long form content. Everything can be an avenue that can lead to the growth of your channel, whether it's coming from a short form video, coming from a TikTok, and then going to your YouTube, or coming from an Instagram reel, whatever, right? There's so many different avenues that you can get viewers from. But that's why it's something that you guys should definitely consider, because it's very easy to blow up on short form videos. I'm going to be honest, like compared to long form videos, right? You're spending hours and hours perfecting the script, doing the voiceover and all that. Take a fraction of that time and put that into a short form video and it'll do pretty much the same, if not better, than your long form video. But that's not to say that, you should only focus on short form videos. You should definitely do long form videos, because in the long run, this is definitely better for your channel. Brand sponsorships like that better, more engagement, there's more conversions with things like affiliate marketing and, selling your own products. And you just build a better community like that. People that are scrolling on YouTube Shorts or TikTok or whatever, they find your content, but, do they become a loyal fan or something like that? Probably not, but they could, right? There's always a chance. So that's something that you should definitely consider. Now, here are some essentials for short form videos. So on YouTube Shorts specifically, they have to be under 60 seconds. I know for like TikTok and Instagram Reels, and I think Facebook Reels as well, you can create videos that are over 60 seconds long. It's also recommended to have it in vertical format. So you want to optimize for mobile viewing, not for landscape style, right? Not for desktop. You also need to have a strong hook. So you need to be able to capture attention within the first few seconds, because especially with short form videos, people are going to swipe if they don't find your video like strong in the first few seconds. They're gone, right? So you need to be able to capture that attention in the first few seconds. You also do not want to waste your viewers' time. So you want to have a clear payoff, right? Like, why are they there? Why did they click, right? What was in the title or the thumbnail in that case? And so you need to be able to figure that out and be able to deliver on that in your short. So first few seconds should be captivating to make people stop scrolling. But once they are in, they should be able to have a clear payoff and get what they were looking for in your video. Otherwise, you just wasted their time. And the next time that they see your video on their feed, they're just going to scroll. Here's some more things that I want to go over. So you want to try to have quick cuts. This is usually really good because it keeps the video fast paced, which will keep the viewers engaged, right? You don't want any like long awkward pauses, because again, they only have 60 seconds or something like that, right? Are there for a doctor's appointment and they just have that 1 minute to watch some shorts before they are called in. So you don't want to waste their time. Have quick cuts, get straight to the point. Text overlay. So you can add subtitles to add to the visuals, right? I know a lot of people on like, so let's say Instagram Reels, right? They watch their videos like at the doctor's office, but they have it muted, or they're just looking at the subtitles instead of actually listening to the video. Next is going to be the hook. Again, super important. You want to be able to have it engaging so you can spark curiosity with your hook, or, maybe sometimes create controversy in the comments, right? You could say something that's very controversial, very taboo. And, if you can get people in the comments, then that can drive traffic and drive engagement and increase the growth of that short. I know personally, I've created some shorts in the past that, have gotten people debating in the comments, I'll say that. And this does help with the outreach of the video, right? The video started off at like, maybe 10,000 or 20,000 views. But then once those comments started to double and triple, because the same people keep coming back to the video and they keep commenting, and more people are seeing it and they're chiming in on whatever argument that they're having, right? And this is going to make the video get out to even more people, and more people are going to keep on watching it because they're busy in the commenting and fighting with somebody rather than actually watching the video, but it still counts it as a view. Next is you might want to create a series. So this is something that, can keep people interested every single time that they see a video of yours pop up on their screen. So if they know that you have a series, right? Like for me, for example, I have a series where I interview people. So people know that every single time a video pops up on my feed, it's going to be an interview video. You can also have a call to action. So, if you have a video where you want to direct people to an affiliate link of some sort, you can direct viewers straight to your channel or straight to the link in your bio or something like that. There's plenty of call to actions that you can do. And then there's also reposting. So we talked about this before already, but you need to post on TikTok and Instagram as well, not just YouTube Shorts. I know it's the same video, but don't worry, there's different people on different platforms. So not everybody likely is going to be on Instagram, see your video, and then go onto TikTok and see the exact same video. Chances are that's not going to happen. Most people, stick to just one or two platforms, and there's going to be a specific set of audience that you have depending on which platform that you're in. I know that for me, my Facebook Reels probably target a much older audience compared to my TikTok audience or my YouTube Shorts audience. So don't worry about the video being the exact same. You need to repost that video so that it can reach out to different types of audiences that stay on those platforms. Now, a great way to repurpose your content is to use a tool like repurpose.io, which we will leave a link down below to that, because again, there's an audience everywhere. You don't want to just post on YouTube. There are potential viewers everywhere, right? TikTok, Instagram, even Facebook. And again, these short form videos are going to be able to drive traffic back to your YouTube channel without you even seeing it, right? So over time, your videos are going to get more and more views, right? People are going to discover you through a certain video, and then they might click on another video, or they might click on your YouTube channel from your TikTok account or your Instagram to your YouTube channel, all different types of avenues. So it's all about creating a funnel, right? Where you have a YouTube channel with long form videos, and all of these short form platforms funnel down into that long form channel. Okay, so now let's talk about some of the best platforms and tools that you can use to create faceless YouTube channel videos. We're going to go over the best platforms for tasks like market research, content design, scripting and captions for your videos, sourcing footage, getting music, video footage, video editing, channel management, and hiring. So first, with market research, we've already talked about one of 10, but it's a great tool for being able to brainstorm and find your next viral video idea. Then you have NextLev. We talked about this as well. This is a great market research tool to help you find profitable niches. So it's going to help you find YouTube channels that have high demand. So a lot of people are looking for it, but low competition. So not that many people are creating content like that. Then there's a tool called vidIQ. So this is a free Chrome extension that you can download, and it's also a website that we'll link down below. And it's also a specific link to for our viewers only. You get a 30-day free trial for just $1, and you'll get access to a bunch of advanced features like competitor tracking, keyword research, and video optimization tools. So it can definitely help you boost your video views. It'll help you grow your YouTube channel, and it's similar to a tool called TubeBuddy, which we will cover later on in this video. Yeah, we have another video on the channel that goes deeper into how to use vidIQ and stuff like that. So again, all these tools we'll leave a link down below to both the platform and videos that we've made in the past on them. Next is content design tools. So there's Canva that we talked about earlier. This is great for everything that you need to design, whether it's like creating animations for your videos, creating designs for your YouTube channel, like your banner, your logo, things like that. And it's also great because they have a lot of templates, and these templates are very, very professional, and it's not expensive either. It only costs like, I think, $10 per month if you pay the annual plan, and I think the monthly plan is going to be around $13 per month. But we do have a free trial to Canva Pro linked down below. So if you guys use that, then you'll get a free trial. You can try it out and then see if you like it or not. But you can always use the free version if you don't want to pay for it. Then there's Midjourney. So this is an AI image generator tool. You can basically describe whatever you want an image of with text prompts, and then it's going to create that image for you to use. So you can use this in your videos, you can use this in your thumbnails and all that. There is no free tier of this plan, unfortunately. There's like a free trial, I think, when you sign up, but I think it starts off at like $10 per month, I think, but you can upgrade if you want even more images. So this, if you combine it with other AI tools like ChatGPT, you can easily create really good thumbnails for your faceless YouTube channel. So yeah, we have another video on the channel that will talk about that. That shows you how to do that. So go ahead and check that out. And then obviously there's also Photoshop. For those of you guys who don't know, this is like the industry standard when it comes to image editing and image creation. So if you want to create really professional quality thumbnails, right, super highly customized, then I highly recommend getting Photoshop. So this is going to be a subscription. It's going to be to like $21 per month, but it's very worth it. If you're taking YouTube seriously, most professional thumbnail designers are using Photoshop. They're not using Canva. I do know of some channels that do use Canva, right? And they have big channels, but for the most part, most people use Photoshop, as well as me, right? I use Photoshop as well. Then when it comes to scripting and copywriting for your YouTube channel, it's going to be ChatGPT, right? This is the main one. This is going to be both free and paid. I highly recommend getting the paid version. It's only like, I think, $20 per month. And with this, you guys are going to get access to a bunch of additional tools like DALL-E. So DALL-E is basically ChatGPT's version of Midjourney. So you can create any images that you want. You can also browse the internet with ChatGPT's new version, which is called 4.0. We have another video on the channel that will talk about all that, and also talk about ChatGPT 4, which is the upgraded version. So this is a much more advanced version. It can give you better scripts, better information that it finds online, and it's very worth it. For only $20 per month, you can use this to easily come up with ways to make an extra $20 per month and pay for the plan. Then there's also copy.ai. So this is great for, I would say, more copywriting stuff. So they have a lot of templates and tools that are custom for your, let's say, thumbnail hook or YouTube description or any social media captions that you want to create, or maybe even just like brainstorming different ideas, right? There's a free plan, and then there's also a paid plan. Again, we have other videos linked on the channel that will teach you more about copy.ai. Then there's Grammarly Pro. So this is great for being able to help you with writing out good sentences, especially when you start hiring overseas. You're going gonna find that the English writing skills are not perfect. Not even here, like in the States, right? If you hire somebody from the States, probably not gonna get 100% grammar, but with a tool like Grammarly Pro, they'll be able to do everything for you. You can get the free plan or you can get the paid plan and then just give that to your team. This is not too expensive either. Then there's Hemingway Editor. This is gonna be a website. It's totally free, and this is gonna help you write better scripts. It's gonna help you cut through any clutter in terms of like complex words that you have in your title or description, things that, you know, you should just make more simple, right? Because the average reading level, I think, is like 7th grade or 8th grade reading level in the States. So obviously that's not too complex, right? So you don't want to have big words on your videos or anything like that. You want to have it very simple, so that's easy to digest. And there is a paid version, and this basically just allows you to get access to the desktop app so you can download it, but this is not necessary. You could just use the website and use the Hemingway Editor for free. And then there's Quillbot. So this is going to be an AI basically paraphrasing tool that you can use to rephrase all of your sentences that you generate from, let's say, ChatGPT, right? Let's say you use that to write out a script for you. Well, you can use Quillbot to turn that script into something that sounds more human-like, because chances are if you use ChatGPT before, you know that sometimes ChatGPT will create prompts or generate text that doesn't sound too human, right? It sounds a little bit robotic or just sounds weird, right? It sounds like an AI obviously made it. But yeah, with a tool like Quillbot, you can use it to rephrase and make things sound a little bit more informal, sound more authentic, right? Sound more genuine. And then obviously with all of these AI tools, you want to make sure that you're verifying, you're doing quality check, and you're making sure that these are actually good scripts, not just, you know, copy pasting. Then there is Submagic. So this is going to be a captioning tool. So for all your short form videos, this is going to basically automatically caption all of your videos. So if you guys have seen that style of text that's like big, bold in like Helvetica New or something like that, and it's like yellow and green and red, and they have emojis that pop up, or Submagic is going to basically be able to do this automatically for you. So you guys can check this out. We use this ourselves in our own short form videos. And honestly, for any short form creator, I can't recommend this enough. Again, we'll have a link down below to the platform and then also a video showing you guys how to use it. Then there's Storyblocks. So Storyblocks is a platform for getting stock footage. So it has a bunch of professional video clips that you can add to your videos to make it more professional. You can use them to create social media posts or create short form videos, right? So they have an extensive library of a bunch of different video clips and elements that you can use. If this applies to your Faceless channel, right, if you require a lot of stock footage, then you can check out Storyblocks. There's also Envato Elements. So this is very similar to Storyblocks, where there's a lot of creative assets, right? Stock footage and all of the creative assets that you might need for your video. Another tool that you can use is Motion Array. So this is a subscription service. We personally use this for all of our videos. It basically has a bunch of stock footage, animations, sound effects, and a bunch of templates too. So if you use like Adobe Premiere Pro or Final Cut Pro or DaVinci Resolve to edit your videos, they have a lot of professional templates or plugins that you can add onto your videos that will make it look a lot more professional. So things like transitions, sound effects, text overlays, graphics, and things like that, you can all get from Motion Array. And then there's Pexels. So this is a free platform, unlike the ones that we just talked about, right? Envato Elements and Storyblocks. Pexels is free. So they have a large library of free stock photos and videos. It is like lower quality. I highly recommend against using this if you have like a professional YouTube channel and you want to like grow it in the long term. I highly recommend upgrading with Envato Elements and Storyblocks. Unsplash is pretty much the same thing as Pexels. So a lot of free high resolution images that you can use. And then there's music. So there's Epidemic Sound. This is our platform that we use. And there's a bunch of high quality music that you can get from it to put onto your videos. And the way that this works is you basically pay for the subscription, and then your channel will basically be whitelisted from all the soundtracks and all the sound effects, music that is on Epidemic Sound. I don't recommend getting music and sound effects from like free platforms because most of the time they are low quality, like they don't sound good. I've experimented with them before, but Epidemic Sound has way better music, and if you care about the viewer experience, then you should invest in getting the best music that you possibly can. Now, when it comes to voiceover tools, the main one that most people use is going to be a platform called Audacity. There's going to be other platforms depending on what device you use, right? If you're on MacBook, then you can use something like GarageBand. This is something that you guys can, easily find just by Googling voiceover software for Mac or for Windows. And then when it comes to video editing, again, this is something that you guys can just search up on Google depending on if you're using Windows or Mac. But the main one that I think a lot of people use, especially editors overseas, is going to be Adobe Premiere Pro. There's also DaVinci Resolve and then Final Cut Pro. Those are the other two, I want to say, like big video editors. But yeah, if you're just getting started as a total beginner, then totally cool to start off with a free video editor tool as well. I think DaVinci Resolve is probably the best bet if you want to get like a free video editing tool. And then if you want to upgrade, I would say upgrade to either Premiere Pro if you're on Mac or Windows. And then if you're on Mac only, then you can also do Final Cut Pro. This is what I personally use to edit my videos, but there are plenty of editors out there who create really good videos with Premiere Pro. And then there's a repurposing tool that we already talked about before, repurpose.io. This is going to help you save a lot of time. So all you have to do is just create your YouTube short. So basically, once you post your video on YouTube YouTube Shorts. Repurpose.io is going to go in and be able to automatically repost onto Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, SoundCloud, Twitter, LinkedIn, and even a podcast. So this is great, especially if you want to save time. And then now let's talk about some platforms that you can use for hiring. So the first platform that I want to talk about is going to be Paired. This is a company that's going to be able to help you hire overseas talent to save 80 to 90% on payroll. So typically, if you hire somebody from the States, you're going to be paying a lot more, 80 to 90% more than if you were to hire overseas, right? So basically, they're going to connect you with the best overseas talent and find the best editors, script writers, thumbnail designers, anybody that you want for your business. And they're going to make sure that they have a solid work ethic, good English communication skills, and also cultural fit. So this is something that they specialize in. They have tons of years of experience in, and I highly recommend them for anybody who is looking to seriously hire for their business. They're definitely not cheap, but if you want to find out more information on that, then you can fill out their form on their website. We'll link them down below to figure out how they can help you. Now, if you want to do it yourself, there's two different websites that I'm going to go over. The first one is going to be Fiverr. This is basically a website where you can find people to do everything that you need. So whether it's thumbnail design or video editing or whatever, super affordable if you hire overseas. Now, with a platform like Fiverr, I do want to say that you need to be aware of any scammers and bots because there's a lot of those on that platform. And usually Fiverr is good for one-off projects. So if you just need one thumbnail design, then you can go and find a person on Fiverr easily for that. But the next platform that I'm talking about, Upwork, this is a great option if you're looking to hire out more like long-term contract-based work with freelancers who will join your team full-time. This is a platform that we have used to hire out our entire team for our YouTube channels. And with hiring, I want to say that this is a separate skill in and of itself. And this is something that I wish I would have done earlier on in my YouTube career. So back when I was just getting started, I was doing everything myself, right? I was video editing, scripting, coming up with the idea, and posting, creating thumbnail, all that stuff. And then I remember the first month that I hired somebody, I paid them, I think $100 for the month, and they just had to create my short form videos for me. And this has been like a game changer ever since then. I saved so many hours per week from not having to edit any of my short form videos. And now I have 3 different editors on my team. So this is definitely something that I highly recommend that you do as soon as possible. Like if you have the budget for it, definitely do it, because I remember I was just super scared to do this for my YouTube channel because I was like, hey, what if this doesn't work out? What if I just end up losing this money? Because at the time I wasn't even monetized. So I was just using my own personal money out of my, monthly paycheck in order to pay this person $100. But it taught me a lot. It didn't end up like working out. Obviously, I don't work with that editor anymore, but I learned so much from the 2 or 3 months that I was actually working with him. I learned how to communicate with him. I learned how to test him out. I learned how to analyze his videos and give feedback and just develop a system, a workflow where I can communicate with somebody else on my team, because before then it was just me, but once you actually build out a team, you're kind of responsible for that person now. So it forces you to be a lot more responsible. It forces you to work harder in order to pay for them. And with this hiring process, if you break down the basic fundamentals, it's basically just sourcing, testing, analyzing, and repeating. So you're going to source a bunch of different people that you think would be good. So you can post a job on Upwork, on Fiverr, and then you can basically test them out. So you can give them a video and ask them to do like a quick 15-second or 30-second or even like 1-minute test edit. Once you do that, you can analyze all the different people that submitted that test edit and then just basically repeat the process until you find somebody that's good. Now, once you actually have a team, here are some tools that you might want to consider getting. So there's going to be frame.io. This is a great platform that can help you manage all of your videos, basically like a Google Drive. So you're uploading your videos on Frame and you can easily review and give revision comments to your team. So just to show you guys an example, this is a video that we have on our Frame account. This is me, obviously. On the video, you can go through and leave comments on specific timestamps. So let's say I want to say, change this, and I can comment that. And now it's going to show up on the right-hand side and the editor can go in and see, okay, I need to change this at this timestamp. So great tool for being able to work with videos on a team, right? With video editors and stuff like that. But if it's just you, right? If you're just editing your own videos, then you don't have to do this. But once you have a team, right? Once you have editors, then I highly recommend getting Frame. Again, we'll leave a link down below. We have other videos on the channel that will also teach you more about how to use Frame. Now, another tool that you might want to consider getting is called ClickUp. So we recommend ClickUp because that's the one that we use, because there's a lot of automations on there. So if you plan on building out a team, you might as well use ClickUp now, because once you do bring on a team, then you'll be able to invite them onto your workspace, set up all the automations so that you can automate a lot of the workflow. There's a million different automations that you can add. For example, automatically delegate a video, right? So you just put their icon on the video and it will send the video to their dashboard, give them all the directions, and that's all automatic. At the same time, it can also send that to the thumbnail designer and give them directions, and send it to your scriptwriter, send it to your channel manager. So using a project management platform is great for being able to create video ideas. Instead of just having all of your video ideas on like your notes app on your phone, you can have it on ClickUp where it's organized. You can see it as like a list. You can set deadlines on them. You can collaborate with other team members. You can put all of the scripts, right? You can attach Google Docs to it. You can attach all your thumbnails to it. And it's just a really organized way to track your content, especially if you're a big team or if you start creating a lot of content, right? 2 videos per week. That means you're going to have to create 100 different video ideas or even more per month for you to choose some good ideas out of that. There's a free plan and a paid plan. We have the paid plan because we want to have access to like more automations and as well as like a bigger team. So that's something that you guys can start off with the free plan for on yourself, right? If you guys are just by yourself and you just want to organize all that stuff. But once you guys do have a team and you want to do like automations, then check out the paid plan. The next tool for channel management is going to be TubeBuddy. We talked about this earlier. It's similar to vidIQ, except it can help you with managing in terms of things like thumbnails. So A/B testing is going to be something that is huge, right? This basically means that you are testing out different thumbnails and different titles from your videos to see which one is better. This is something that we have made videos on in the past, something that we highly recommend for any YouTuber out there that's very serious. You need to A/B test all your thumbnails to see which one is performing the best. And a tool like TubeBuddy can do this for you automatically through its artificial intelligence. Now, a new tool that does pretty much the same thing, a little bit different though, that we recommend is going to be thumbnailtest.com. We'll leave a link down below. The thing about thumbnailtest.com that makes it different and better than TubeBuddy is that you can test multiple different titles and thumbnails on the same video at the same time. So usually with TubeBuddy, you can only do one at a time. So you click on a video that you have and you tell it that you want to change the title to this and the thumbnail to this, but that's it. You can only have 2 variations, the original and the variable. But with thumbnailtest.com, you can thumbnail test a bunch of different thumbnails at the same time, and it'll run it through the tests and it'll see which thumbnail is best, which title is best. And from there, it will allow you to choose which one you think is best, depending on which one had the most clicks and which one led to more views. Now let's talk about how you can keep your content original. So this is something that you might struggle with in the beginning of your YouTube channel, or it might be something that you struggle with later on down the line. And with this, I have a couple of different tips that can maybe help you. So first one is going to be having a unique voiceover style. Some people that have just a distinct way of talking, whether it's like the tone or the way that they speak or the way that they like script out the video, either incorporating humor. And there's different types of humor, right? There's like deadpan, there's sarcasm and stuff like that. So different ways that you can separate yourself from other people just by having a unique voiceover style. So people like Wendover Productions, right? That's a unique voiceover style. So people that listen to that voiceover, they will know that it is a Wendover Productions video. Or like a channel like Jake Tran, that is also a channel where you can easily recognize the voice of the creator. And then there's also just listening to your audience. If you ever end up running out of video ideas, then you can always just start engaging with your viewers by incorporating things like Q&A, polls by your community posts, or just doing research to see what questions they're asking on other people's channels that are similar to yours, or on Reddit posts or Quora forums. These are platforms that can help you with creating original content by listening to your audience. And then there's also just the concept of like just recreating videos. I'm not saying like copy other people's videos, but you don't always need to be original. There are many videos that have been done in the past that have performed really well that you can recreate in your own style. And this, relates to what we were saying with the 1 of 10 platform, where it can help you find outliers within different channels. There are plenty of channels out there that are not even related to your channel, right? There could be like a cooking channel that does something that is getting it millions of views every single month, and you have like a gaming channel, but you see something in the title or the thumbnail or something that they did within the first like 10 seconds of the video that will give you inspiration on what you can do with your channel. Okay, now let's talk about how you can actually monetize on YouTube, right, with your Faceless YouTube channel. So there's 5 ways that I want to go over. One of them is going to be affiliate marketing. So this is basically where you promote products that you love and earn commissions every time somebody makes a purchase on them. And I want to emphasize the fact that I said promoting products that you love, because you don't want to be promoting products that are not good for your audience just to make that money, right? This is something that's going to kill your reputation. And sooner or later, the viewers are going to see that you're only doing it for the money. And this is not going to be good for the long-term success of your Faceless YouTube channel. Now, the next method is going to be brand deals. So this is basically where you partner with brands and then get paid to showcase their products. The next method is going to be through ad revenue, so YouTube AdSense. Then there's selling digital products, so you can offer your viewers things like ebooks, courses, or exclusive content sometimes. And then there's creating merch. So some channels do really well creating swag like t-shirts or mugs with their channel logos or slogans or inside jokes and stuff like that. And they perform well because on YouTube, you do have a dedicated audience. You have a loyal fan base sometimes if you do it right. But now to go a little bit deeper into some of these different ways that you can monetize with affiliate marketing, again, you want to recommend products that you love, because at the end of the day, right, it's about giving value to your audience, right? Making money is just a byproduct of that, but you really want to focus on helping your audience first. You don't want to focus on getting the money. Now with affiliate marketing, there are a bunch of affiliate networks such as ShareSale, Impact Radius, CJ Affiliates, and ClickBank, where you can sign up and they have a bunch of different affiliate programs within their network that you can sign up for and then promote on your videos. The next thing is going to be brand deals. So this is going to be something that a lot of you guys are not going to see in the beginning, and you need to be patient with it. Don't prioritize this initially, especially as a beginner. You just focus on your growth, and brand sponsorships are going to come to you if your content is good, it provides value, and you have a loyal audience. Brand partnerships are going to see that. You also want to focus on networking with other creators first, right? Because they're not only going to be able to offer you valuable advice, right? Since they're doing the same thing as you, they're also doing YouTube, so they understand, right? But they can also connect you with other brands. So there's plenty of YouTubers out there that have connected before in the past with other YouTubers that I've known, and they've been able to get each other $100,000 brand deals or whatever because they knew somebody in the industry that they worked with in the past. So sometimes it's not even about reaching out to brands or waiting for the brands to reach out to you. Sometimes it's just about networking with other people in the community, and then they will get you a brand sponsorship. So yeah, at the end of the day, with brands, you want to build relationships, right? You want to develop long-term relationships with brands that actually fit your audience and fit your niche, rather than just focusing on getting the money, but it doesn't really relate, since it's just going to be a one-time deal, right? Most of the time, this is not going to, help out in the long run. So I highly recommend against doing this, right? You want to build out the relationship with other YouTubers, network with them, and also build long-term relationships with brands as well. Now, ad revenue, right? This is how many YouTubers in the past used to earn most of their income. Nowadays, I think a lot of people are starting to learn that there are many different ways that you can monetize. You can monetize through affiliate marketing or creating your own product or service and then monetizing through that. And that way, they're not just relying on YouTube, because I know in the past, YouTube has had some issues with their AdSense program, and there have been big channels that got demonetized and just lost all of their income because of some bug. And it wasn't even their fault, right? It was YouTube's analytics were faulty, and I think they ended up getting it solved. But yeah, I mean, you definitely don't want to just rely on AdSense. I think in the beginning, this is going to be a great option for beginners to monetize. But yeah, basically to qualify for AdSense, you need a minimum of 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours in the past year. Now, with ad revenue, I want to say that you want to beware of buying channels that are already monetized. So if anybody out there is trying to sell you hey, buy this channel that's already monetized and you can start monetizing your Faceless YouTube channel right away. Or if they try to sell you a service promising to grow your YouTube channel without you having to put in any work, don't do that either, right? Obviously, these companies are scams, and you want to do it yourself, right? You're going to learn so much in the process of building up to 1,000 subscribers and that 4,000 watch hours, and it's not worth it spending your money to get scammed with somebody who promises to get you a YouTube channel that's monetized or get you to grow your YouTube channel without you having to do any work, because it is too good to be true. Now, the next way that you can monetize is by selling digital products. This is basically where you can sell downloadable content, such as an ebook or online courses or exclusive videos that only your audience can get if they pay for it. This can also be digital services as well. So if you have a YouTube channel teaching other people how to start a YouTube channel, then you can maybe start a service, where you do consulting or something like that. And it can be a subscription or something like that. For this, I recommend, as a bonus tip, right, offer free value. So a lot of people in the industry give out free resources like free ebooks or free mini courses that give your customers or give your viewers a preview of the product that you want to give out as just a little taste, right? So this is going to give free value. It's going to build up that trust and then increase the amount of people that eventually buy the ebook or online course or whatever it is. You can also run promotions and discounts. So a lot of people, they do this through email marketing. So once they have signed up for your free ebook or something like that, this is where you're going to be able to send them emails telling them hey, there's a limited time offer right now for Valentine's Day or Christmas or whatever like that. You can offer them that, or you can offer them bundle deals, and this is going to help you boost sales. Next thing is going to be selling merch. So there's companies like Printify and Printful, which offer print on demand services. And this basically allows you to sell custom designed products like t-shirts, hats, mugs, frames, blankets, or something like that. Any product you can sell with custom designs without having to hold inventory. So you don't actually need the shirt, you don't need the mug. They're going to be able to have that for you, and you just have to design and then upload your artwork. So it's going to handle all the printing, all the shipping, and even the customer support when a customer orders. So this is a great option for beginners that don't want to start an e-commerce business. They just want to be able to sell merch to their customers. Just use a platform like Printify or Printful that we'll link down below. So now let's talk about when and how to start an LLC for your YouTube channel. So you want to think of your YouTube channel as a business, right? Obviously, if this is a long-term play for you, you want to think of it as an official business. And if it is an official business, then you might want to consider eventually starting an LLC, which stands for Limited Liability Company. This is a great tool for serious YouTubers who want to protect themselves, save money on taxes, and also buying equipment, and then just eventually scale and grow their channel. So with protection, right? With an LLC, in the rare case that you do get sued, it's going to help protect all of your assets, because they're only going to be able to go after your business, not your personal assets. You also get the benefit of being able to write off a lot of equipment from your taxes. So if you buy cameras or lenses or lighting or microphones, maybe even a software like Epidemic Sound or Motion Array or any of the platforms that we talked about, that can be written off from your taxes because it's for your business, right? Your YouTube channel is your business. And then last, you can save a lot of money on self-employment taxes if you set up your business entity correctly. Now, I'm not going to get too much into it. This is something that you should consider once you actually start to scale up your YouTube channel. Come back and then watch our video on how to set up an LLC or how to set up an S Corp, depending on your needs, and you'll be able to learn how to set up a professional business entity for your YouTube channel. Now, from there, how do you actually scale your Faceless YouTube channel? Now, the goal for you guys is going to be to reach 10,000 plus subscribers on the channel, right? So getting to that 10,000 subscribers is going to be your first goal. Now, once you have reached that goal, right, you can now create a new channel with the exact same type of content or something similar, but just tweak it a little bit, right? Don't make it the exact same, obviously. And you want to be able to incentivize your subscribers to subscribe to the new channel by doing things like shout outs in the videos at the end or something like that, where you basically create a new channel and then grow that to 10,000 plus subscribers and then repeat the process over and over again. Once you reach 10,000 subscribers, then chances are you have found a niche that works for you, right? You found content that works for your specific audience. So chances are they are, looking for new content within that niche that they can also watch and enjoy and be entertained from, or also learn from. If you found something that works for you and works for your channel, then you can use that to build out a new channel. And this is going to be a really fast way to grow because you're going to be able to get all of your audience to the new channel relatively easily, right? Unless it's a channel that has nothing to do with the current channel. If it's related, right? And let's say if it's like behind the scenes, right? And they want to learn more, then it's going to be pretty easy for you to grow that channel. Now, let's go over some of the best strategies, right? So just do the proper market research to answer your viewers' questions, because if you can make a video that solves problems and offers what people are looking for, that's an easy way to get a ton of views on your video. If not immediately, then over time, right? It'll be an evergreen video. And again, you want to do long form and short form videos, right? You're going to be able to build authority and credibility and trust with your audience with those in-depth longer videos, and you'll be able to attract newer views with the quick short form content while they're waiting at the doctor's office, because that's all they have time for, right? Once they get home and if they saw it was interesting, they'll be able to watch that longer video. And then there's the 33 video rule. So again, after you upload 33 videos, it'll take you a few weeks. Analyze your videos, analyze the data. So just focus on what's working best, and that's going to help you grow your channel even faster. Also, once you start posting consistently, so within your YouTube Studio analytics, you'll be able to find when your audience is online during the week or during the day. And this is different for every single channel, right? But you basically want to be able to find this out by posting a lot of videos, and you can find when is the best time to post. So usually you want to post before your viewers are online so that it's already up. Once they get online, they'll be able to see it. Now, another great marketing strategy for your Faceless YouTube channel is creating your own website. So we talked about before, many Faceless YouTube channels out there create exclusive resources like ebooks or courses or services that they offer to their audience. And the way that they sell this is through their own website. This is something that we highly recommend, not only for YouTubers out there, but for every single business owner out there nowadays. You need to have a website, and the one that we recommend and the one that we use is going to be Hostinger. So you can get started for less than $3 per month. We have other videos on this channel that will teach you how to easily start your first website. It's very affordable for beginners. I think it's like under $35 for your first year's worth of web hosting. And yeah, we do this ourselves with StartupWise. We have our own website. You can search us up, startupwise.com, and we have blog articles which help us increase the searchability and traffic for our videos. And pretty soon here, we're going to start launching a lot of ebooks and free resources for you guys to be able to get, value, right, in helping you grow and start your business. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Highly recommend checking out Hostinger. We'll link them down below. We have a special discount code that you guys can use at checkout for an even greater price. Now, here's a bonus video release strategy. So if you want to beat the rush of all the competition out there of other YouTubers, then you want to avoid releasing videos on the hour or on the half hour. A lot of these established channels, these big channels, they usually post on the hour. So either like 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock. What you want to do is, since you're a smaller channel starting off, you want to have strategic timing. So you want to release for the 15-minute mark or the 45-minute mark. This is going to allow your content to get pushed out to more viewers immediately after release, because you're going to be beating the rush of the people that are waiting until 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock to post their video. Okay, now I want to go over some challenges that you guys are probably going to face as a total beginner. So first off, there's going to be a maybe lack of personal connection. Since you guys aren't showing your face on camera, it's a little bit harder to establish a personal connection with your audience because they don't have anybody to associate that YouTube channel with. But with this kind of stuff, you can implement a unique voiceover, such as like Jake Tran, right, or Wendover Production. You also have the challenge of limited video types, right? So some video types such as, vlogs or makeup tutorials may not, work well since you have to show your face. With people that vlog, it's a totally different lifestyle. You have to share a lot more about your life, right? And your personal information is out there. But there are plenty of vloggers out there who have really successful channels and they make a killing, right? It's not necessary to, show your face to have a successful YouTube channel. As you guys have seen throughout this video, right? I've explained it through different examples. It's totally up to you at the end of the day. If you do want to make those types of videos, right? If you want to make makeup tutorials, then you do have to realize that, you have to show your face. I guess you could hire somebody else to show their face, but that's something that is going to cost you money, obviously. And then probably the biggest challenge is going to be trying to keep up with the trends. So maintaining creativity with all the different social media trends that are always changing, right? There's always a new social media trend every single day. This can be pretty draining and lead to burnout if this is something that you're always focusing on. So I do want to say that, as a beginner, this is good to do in the beginning because obviously you want to keep up with the trends. This is a great way to put yourself out there, get more outreach and get more views. But, it's not permanent. As you grow your channel, you can start to focus on the stuff that you're really passionate about. That way you can avoid the burnout and you can avoid trying to always keep up with the social media trends. Of course, there are people that, don't believe in keeping up with the trends at all, and they just want to focus on doing what they love right off the bat, and they keep doing that for years and years, and then they see success, after many years. But it is a little bit harder, I think, if you're not using social media trends to your advantage. All right, so another thing that you guys can do to kind of just speed up the entire process of building a successful Faceless YouTube channel is by getting advice, getting mentorship, and getting help from somebody who has done it before. Throughout the video, I've mentioned like a bunch of different successful Faceless YouTube channels that are out there, but one of the best examples of a Faceless YouTube channel is a guy named Jake Tran. He's actually a great friend of ours, and he's done this plenty of times, right? 3 channels of his. It's his personal one, Evil Food Supply, and then How to Get Away with It. So clearly he knows how to build a Faceless YouTube channel. He's done it successfully 3 times, and this doesn't even count the amount of times that he's failed a Faceless YouTube channel. He has tons of experience, and he created a quiz. So we'll link down below. It's just viralprofits.yt/quiz. It's a quick 30-second quiz that's going to tell you how much you could actually make if it's something that you can do, and how to find the right profitable channel idea. Now, he's not by any means like promising that you can make millions from YouTube just like he did. Everybody's different. He can't promise you a single penny even if you upload 100 videos, right? That's the same with us. We're not going to be able to promise that as well. But what I will say is that if you do take a course, it is going to help you a lot more than if you were to try to learn it all yourself. This is because all of the information on the course is going to be structured. It's going to be organized. You're going to have access to a community. So a bunch of other people that are also trying to start a Faceless YouTube channel. And that's going to help you grow so much just by itself because, you're going to be able to brainstorm thumbnail ideas and bounce that off of each other, bounce video ideas, get feedback on your scripts, on thumbnails that you can use. This is so important, especially as a beginner. This is something that I wish I would have done even earlier on in my career. The first course that I took that taught me everything about YouTube, it was a game changer, right? I learned all the nuances to building out a thumbnail on Photoshop, right? I had no idea how to even use Photoshop at first. So all these things that you don't know just because you don't know it, they can be taught on these courses. So if you do have any sort of budget, the first thing that I would recommend spending your budget on is actually getting a course. If you have no idea what you're doing, if you're a total beginner, then yeah, it's a quick 30-second quiz for you guys to see if you guys can actually do this or not and how much you guys can actually make. It's not like any sort of commitment. I recommend just try it out, right? Feel free to check out Jake Tran's channels as well to see what kind of stuff that he does. This guy's absolutely crushing it. He does like 200, 300K per month in revenue for all of his channels. So a lot of money, right? He's multi-millionaire, and it's something that you guys can also learn how to do. And the best way to learn something nowadays in terms of like business is to get advice from somebody who has done what you want to do successfully. But now one of the last things I want to go over is some expectations and the mindset that you should have. You guys need to realize that success on YouTube takes time and it takes effort. And the reality is most YouTubers out there start off not seeing progress for months or maybe even years, right? It took me, I think, a little over a year before I started seeing real progress. Growth on YouTube is going to be something that is most of the time not instant, right? It's not going to be overnight unless you're one of those rare cases. But if you just focus on creating consistent and valuable content, then this is going to eventually lead your channel to actually grow. So you need to be patient, and you need to realize that building an audience takes time. You need to stay motivated and delay your gratification, because at first it's going to look something like this, right? You're going to have no growth, but then over the months, over the years, right, you're going to realize that it's going to start going like this, right? And then once you're there, it's exponential. This is how it is in most businesses out there, right? You just have to stick it through when it comes to the low months, and then once you figure it out and once you hit that breakthrough moment, you'll be able to grow a lot faster. And also just enjoy the process, right? Creating content should be fulfilling for you, right? You should experiment with different videos. You should have fun with it, and don't be so serious, right? Find your balance between creating like videos that are just for all the trends, right? Again, like I said before, you don't want to just focus on the trends all the time, because this is going to maybe lead you to burnout. So, it's important important to stay up to date with YouTube trends, right? And adjust your strategy based on audience feedback, based on your analytics and the data. But this is a constant process of learning and adapting. So enjoy it and have fun with it. Don't be so hard on yourself, right? And the last thing, I've said it before, but I'm gonna say it again, you need to be consistent, right? Regularly upload new videos every single week to keep your audience engaged and have them still remember who you are. You need to get in front of their face, and then you need to stay in front of their face by consistently uploading. They need to expect a video from you, and you need to be able to deliver on that expectation. Here are some actionable steps to take right now. I highly recommend that you guys take action. Do not end this video without doing anything, because chances are if you don't do anything right now, you're not going to do anything ever. So right now, start off by just choosing your niche, spend a few hours on that, and then maybe either today or tomorrow, create your Faceless YouTube channel, decide on what method that you want to do. So whether you want to do the free method, pay method, or hybrid method, and then begin planning out your content, right? Put it on ClickUp, organize all your video ideas, use 1 of 10 to begin doing market research, right? And then from there, upload consistently. Once you upload consistently, after a month or so, you should have 33 uploads. And from there, you can analyze what's working, replicate that, and then just keep on learning, right? And then from there, you just have to keep on setting new goals, right? And keep on increasing the output. So put out more videos and keep on trying to make them better every single time. So increase the quality. But yeah, basically that's everything that you guys need to know about how to start a Faceless YouTube channel in 2024. I hope you guys enjoyed this course. I know it's a lot of stuff. Feel free to reference this video whenever you want. We'll have timestamps to all the different things that we talked about in this video. Again, check out all the links that we leave down below to all the platforms and resources that we talked about, all the videos that we have on the channel that will teach you how to use different platforms like Frame, 1 of 10, things like that, Submagic. So yeah, leave a comment down below if you have any questions, guys. This channel has always been about helping you start and grow your business, whether it's like a YouTube channel or anything like that, starting a website. So like and subscribe if this video helped you out. We're planning on making a lot more videos. Let us know what you guys want to see more of down below. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.